Hello, everybody. It's Max with Crypto Talk now. So, as of recently, there's been this thing in which is referred to as historical proposals of XDC community, which will lead to development initiatives by 2023. And of course, before you get right into this, um, which is you can see right here, it's just that, some of these initiatives are going to be huge for XDC, and moving forward, I think it's pretty awesome. If you've been following this particular thing that's been going on, a lot like like what you've seen with a Luna Classic and so on, they had a proposal that was recently passed, and if anything, I think it's a step in the right direction, in particular for the likes of XDC. So, going a little bit further down, it mentions this, for instance, the goal of the XDC community was to be able to establish itself on August 19th of 2022 to support a thriving decentralized developer community, of course, on XINFIN's XDC network. XDC developer community was created by a group of community members, like it says right here, who understood the need to strengthen decentralization through standardization by luring top-tier programmers and institutional partners. Of course, they have a strategy that they want to emphasize here, and that is they want to have basically they want to deliver on this. They want to have a model of growth, sustainability from now until the end of 2023. And I think, if anything, 2023, obviously, when it comes to ISO 222, is going to be the standout year, in my humble opinion, where everything starts coming into play for what's happening with you know, the migration, if you will. Is it really migration, or is it more like the reset, right? So the flip of the switch, right? So everything that's going to happen with the central banks, what's going to happen, for instance, in areas of Southeast Asia, you name it, right? So I think this is a step in the right direction. It did mention right here the XDC community votes are required for this to continue. If there is, of course, sufficient backing for this proposal among the XDC community, the XDC Ecosystem Development Fund will provide funding for the XDC Community Initiative in the amount specified by the firm. Of course, in regards to the actual voting and so on, votes from the public, like it mentions, can be cast in support of the opposition to the idea. From what I've seen, most people are on board for this for the most part. It's basically to discuss the plan in person, and it will also host events and AMA sessions. Of course, we'll get right into the info on how you can participate in that. But basically, the polls open on Monday, October 31st, aka Halloween, at midnight EDT, this Eastern Standard Time, basically. And they will be concluded, of course, Friday, November 4th, which is already, what ended and so on, through their backing of, or I should say, for the XDC Network Improvement Proposal, which is XIP development over the past 2 months. The team has firmly established itself as an industry authority on blockchain-related topics, including, of course, decentralization. Another thing that recently happened, let's face it, with the Coinbase hackathon and so on, you basically recently seen more and more coins and tokens added, of course, to Coinbase, which is a step in the right direction. But one thing I did want to point out was the team from XCC community has a track record of efficiently planning and running the Coinbase hackathon, providing network development training through a bounty program, and actively interacting with the community through AMAs, Twitter Spaces, so on and so forth, right? So in regards to just that, the info in regards to this AMA that's coming up, it is basically tomorrow, which is Monday, right? At 1 p.m. Eastern. And like it says, last chance for questions. It's going to be live with Mixin Network. And if you're not familiar with, Eastern Standard Time, I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of people that watch us from other nations. It's basically 21, UTC plus 4. It says streaming live to Twitter and also YouTube, just in case if you're one of those type of people who only want to use Twitter. And again, like I mentioned, if you have a question about the partnership, leave your questions below. They'll try to answer them on the live stream. So again, this is on, for instance, Monday, November 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern, like you see right here. And that's basically, 2100, which is UTC plus 4. Again, it's going to be hosted by Joshua Roomsberg featuring Ming Chan Shu, who is the director of Mixin. I think, if anything, if you hold XDC or you're even thinking about getting into XDC, this is pretty big. It's nice to see that they're going to have this particular network partnership, AMA. And of course, if anything, I mean, if you miss it, of course, you can basically, I'm sure, watch a recorded. There'll be many outlets that would have that. So, guys, before we wrap things up, I want to, of course, show you this real quick. On CMC, XTC is still in the top 100, and rightfully so. And if you're not aware, they are its own coin, which means their own blockchain, doing a lot of things. And I think, if anything, when it comes to the ISOs, XDC is definitely one that stands ahead, at least in the, I would say, in the top. For me personally, I would say top 4. For me, right now, when it comes to the ISOs, it's literally just that I have XRP and Quant kind of like almost like a tie, and then I have definitely XLM and then XDC in that mix. So there you have it, guys. More than glad to bring this to you. As you can see, 3 cents, almost 4 cents, roughly the 3 to 4 cent range for XDC. The volume is, of course, down right now. But, you know, I see big things happening for him. And again, there's still a top 100. I mean, that's still pretty darn impressive for XDC with a confirmed market cap of 380 million roughly on CMC. So, guys, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching today's video on XDC. And if anything, check out our live show, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific for Crypto Talk Now. Check out the site, CryptoTalkNow.net. By all means, let us know what you think of it and so on. We have an app, one-stop shop for crypto. So thanks again, guys. You all have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next one.